What's good with you? This is your boy Styles here, WestCoastStyles.com. You know what I'm saying? And man, I got a special guest in the house today. I got a rising West Coast star, a rising LA star, in Zoe Osama. Zoe, man, thanks for joining us, bro.
Hey, thank you for having me, man.
Man, bro, you're really on a rocket right now. You know what I'm saying? You're taking off, and I'm glad to see it. Um, so I just want to have everybody kind of learn about you. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Your rise. Like when did you start your hip hop journey?
As far as taking it serious,
Yeah.
I'd say about a couple years ago, a few years ago, around 2018. Music always just really been a part of my life as far as growing up. So, that's probably the only thing I didn't quit in life.
Hmm. Okay. How long you been doing it though? I mean, as far as you're rapping and stuff like that. How long you been rapping?
I've been rapping for years. It's crazy you said that. I was just with my cousins Cisco and Tone, and we were just talking about how I discovered rap and started rapping when I was like 7 years old. My grandma had this tape recorder, and ever since
Wow.
then, I've been like kind of engaged in hearing myself rap or in doing music. So if we're gonna put a time stamp on it, we're gonna say around when I was 7 and 6 years old when I figured out how to rap my name.
Wow. You still have those recordings?
No, man. If I do, it's at my brother's house in L.A. He got a lot of my grandma, my pops, old shit that I left behind in the house because I just didn't bring it to my new house. So I got a lot of shit in the house that I could probably find the tape, but I don't know if I ever want to hear that tape.
Come on, man. You gotta play it for us, bro. Put that
Man,
on you.
I promise you, if I ever find one, I definitely am playing to you and let you hear that shit. But you might not want to hear that shit.
um. So you've been writing for a minute, though. When did you really start to become good at it? Like you, like man, I'm really good at this shit. You know.
Um, I'm gonna say it like this. I didn't really think I became good at it. I always knew I was good, but I guess I became good at it when everybody else started liking it.
Okay.
We gonna do. I guess I'll have to say it like that. I always thought I was good, but at times, shit, your opinion about your music don't really matter. The consumers does. So once they started saying I was good, I was good.
Mm-hmm. Now, rapping is one thing, but being an entertainer is a second thing. When did your entertainment skills kick in?
My entertainment skills. I mean, I probably like being a class clown. But if we talking music, I would say probably a year or two ago when I started doing shows back to back, and I realized, okay, it ain't that bad. I can still be me, and the crowd, they go along with my shows every time we have a show. So I'll give it 2 years just to be fair. But I've always
Mhm.
been kind of an entertainer because I've always been a jokester.
you know, it's funny that you mentioned that because those skills really do come into play, man. I mean, I know when you're in class and the teacher's yelling at you and you're getting in trouble or whatever like that, but man, those skills, they really come into play. But
Sometimes it pay to be a class clown. Sometimes in the long run, it might. Hey, don't use that in school, kids. But you know, I'm pretty sure sometimes the class clown might pay off.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I mean, if you're entertaining, it's good to always channel, that skills in a good manner, in a positive manner, at least.
Right. So that's what I do. I just use the entertainment and the jokes and this just to keep smiling on people's faces and shit, to keep a smile on my face and keep me afloat as well. So I think if people smile more, they live longer.
Mhm. For sure, for sure. Now you're coming up in the LA scene. Kind of tough out here, man, for local acts.
Yeah, it's a day in the life for us.
I'm just saying though. I mean, it's tough. It's not easy. Uh, you know, um, even though we're in the entertainment capital, LA cats. I mean, they don't get a lot of love sometimes from the media or whatever like that. But you seem to be rising to the crop. Uh, Tell me about the LA hip hop experience.
The I'm gonna describe the LA hip hop experience is the same as the LA experience. You know, you make the best out of it. You can make it is what it is. So it all depends on your attitude and your character and how you approach situations that can determine the longevity of your career. You
Hmm.
know, if you steer this way and this way, which may be, the murder music, it only comes with so much things when you talk about what you really live in the city of LA, well, any city really. Or you could become a people's person and become a respectable household name. I think certain rappers get the two confused. Some people might think being the most popular gang member rapper and the most loudest and disrespectful is a win,
Hmm.
and they lose the sight of thought that respect gets you a long way. So I'm more of a person that's respect first. I'd rather be able to go anywhere in the city and get respect and be able to
Nice.
make it home than to have to look over my shoulder already with the life that we chose growing up in LA. At some point you get tired of living like that and just tired of looking over your shoulder.
Hmm.
So I think, people are what they rap, whether they really do it or not. You put that stamp on your back, it's gonna follow you in LA. Ain't nobody bigger than the program out here. And innocent bystanders get in the way sometimes too. So, you got to keep your head afloat and really realize what path you're going down when you say certain things on these rap songs just for a couple likes and views and laughs.
Hmm.
Because once you walk out that house, you're in the real world out here. And we know from Los Angeles, Compton, Long Beach, you know, just every rough neighborhood and every rough inner city is treacherous. So I think people should keep that in mind. Besides the 3-minute music videos, being disrespectful, got to realize that they still got to live 365 days and hopefully make it to the next year. So
Hmm.
you got to watch what you put out there.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Now let's talk about your single "Underrated." You managed to get Snoop Dogg on there and E40, two of the top from the Bay and LA acts, on your single, which is, a lot of cats can't do that,
Yeah,
Um,
somebody told me there's a lot of people that's legends out here that still ain't got no E40 verse.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll
you
take
know.
that.
I mean, so tell me how that all came about.
Snoop Dogg one day, cause I was at a point where like, damn, ain't no OGs gonna recognize it. Like, what's going on?
Mm,
So I guess I probably spoke too soon because I didn't really care about too much the youngsters or the artists in my area acknowledging me because it's a competition at that point, right? So if you acknowledge it, I respect it, I appreciate it. But I think the OGs that I came up on, that my parents came up on, stuff like that, uh, the acknowledgement is a little bit more because we're talking about people that rap for Tupac, things like that,
yeah.
so I take that. I don't take that for granted. And when one day Snoop had just started following me, I'm like, oh shit,
Mm,
what's about to happen here? So me. I'm a bitch for it. So Snoop tapped in with me. He let me know that he fucking with what I do, and he said he wanted to hop on the song. And when I went to actually sit down with Snoop, he said the way that he liked to work is
was
he
this
don't like
through,
when people
through a
ask him
DM
for
or
it.
what?
Go ahead.
Was this through a DM?
Yeah, DM.
All
So
right.
look, they fucked me up, right? So I go to my DM, and on your DM it's a blue check, and it says Snoop Dogg. I said, no, the fuck Snoop Dogg ain't here. The fuck. So he started my day with that one. And then when I sat down and talked with him, he said he liked to reach out and be on people's songs he doesn't really like the other way around. He wants the dog to want to be on your song, and when he finds somebody whose song he want to be a part of, that's how he know it's special. So he told me that it made me feel good because he said, "Shit, I wanted to get on your song. You ain't hit me for the
Mm.
first, I hit you." So I was like, "That's love." And then E40 followed up with it. Couple mutual friends like Mr. Fab uh helped make that work.
Wow.
So I was talking to Mr. Fab. Me and Mr. Fab got a couple songs together. He like,
Uh-huh.
man, you're going crazy. That song is, that's you. And then, he was like, man, I'm gonna make a phone call for you. So next thing I know, I get a phone call to this nigga E40. So I'm like, nah. So E40, he talk like how we see in the movies in real life on stage. So he said some cold shit in his lingo. Excuse my language. But I'm like, damn, I'm on the phone with E40. And he like,
Wow.
send me the song, nephew.
Wow.
Before he got the word nephew, I was already in his email. I sent the file. I already got the verse open for you and everything.
That's
So he did
crazy.
it. They did it out of love, and we shot the video, and it was a monumental moment. That's why I can say something I can never forget.
Man.
And it was
That's
all
incredible,
organic.
brother.
That's why I gotta respect it. The universe just pulled it in by itself. Like it all happened. We ain't go harassing them. We ain't go harassing Snoop. Man, get on the
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just organically did it, you know. And a couple cosigns from certain people around them just made it even easier.
Mm.
So that's how the story came about. I still can't believe it.
Man, bro, that's but you know what? Like you said, it's organic, and it happened on its own. That means that it was God's will, and that's wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot of people get stamps like that. You let them for one or two of them,
Right.
Um, man, that's wonderful. So, what's your career uh been like since that?
All right. Now I think it'd be fair to we're gonna just say since the remix.
Yeah,
Because since the song, my life started moving fast with the music. And I started realizing the business part and how certain things is done, how fast the overnight success is, but it's never overnight, but it's at one night that makes it seem like it's overnight. So I realized one day when I wake up, and I realized when my son's football team that he plays for and his homeboys at school knew who I was, and they didn't know that I was his dad, and he told them I was his dad, and like how the school and all the little kids treat. I'm like, maybe I got something going right now, because I'm starting to get stopped for pictures and certain things. Just like at that moment, I'm like, life is getting a little
all
different.
right.
So, it's like life is getting a little different. It's kind of hard to. I ain't gonna say hard to go places like just everybody just notice me like that. But at this point, it's getting like that. Like everywhere I go now, before the day over, I at least direct to 5 people that, hey, so I be like, so that's a two-way street going up in LA. Cause we
Yeah,
from LA, so we gotta we peeping it out, like make sure it's about the music before you walk up to like what's going on. So I think I still got the PTSD of the streets, and to get some more used to. I gotta get a little bit more used to it because I still be on swivel still just because it's LA. But I realized I didn't have to when I realized I'm in certain, you know, upper classes areas, Beverly Hills. Might go to the IE, or you might go somewhere where it's not so urban, and people still recognize you. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, I'm becoming a household name now. So it changed my life a lot in good ways and bad ways because now I kind of can provide for my family and my team that I started with, and we be able to help push each other. So the life change as far as it changed a lot. Honestly, I just gonna tell you, it changed a lot in good ways, some bad but good ways.
Mhm.
Bad ways, I gotta watch out when I'm with my kids. When you with your family, because you with your family and my kids. So I just gotta make sure that it's about music and not anything crazy. You know how it go.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Understandable.
that's one thing I do kind of miss is being able to go. wherever I want, like to the grocery store with my kids, or like some shit like that, where you don't have to worry about everybody keep looking at you. You could tell that they can recognize that it's you, but you want to keep your family apart from
Yeah.
this. So it changed a lot.
Okay. All right. Um, dope, man. So why don't you tell me about the new cartel music?
So excuse me, say that again.
The new cartel music.
Oh yeah. So the new cartel music is my label. Also, it's my group, made up of a few rappers. We got Slim, we got Sleep, we got Honcho Tune, and Scone, and myself. So that's the group part of TNC that do music. But
Mhm.
TNC is also a label. And it just also, it just, me and my boys, that's our thing. Like that's our brotherhood. So we all family, like blood related.
Mhm.
So the label and the movement is built off of family. So it's a brotherhood on top of that. So the TNC and the new cartel just probably means way more, much more than just music. You know, we got years in this as far as being, cousins, brothers, and shit like that. And it's something that we live by, and we
Mhm.
just have to sum it up in 3 words and 3 letters.
Okay. All right. Well, what's next for you, music wise? Like, what is there anything new coming out that we should be looking forward to?
Oh yeah, the flood is coming. So this year is the year that I learned the rap business. Right? It's not just throwing the music out, even though it is just throwing the music out. You gotta learn how to have your admin straight. You gotta make sure all your songs is registered. You
Mm.
gotta make sure you have your artist agreements, producer agreements. Make sure you don't have any violation that violate copyright infringements. So this year I realized why rappers put out music that's bigger, why they put out music a certain type of way. And I was trying to realize why I just can't throw the music out no more.
Mm.
So and we in the business is just in a different bracket now from the income that's being generated from the eyes that's being watched, and I realized it has nothing to do with the music. That's probably 10% of the whole rap business or the music business, and it's in the name. Everything that has to come with it is the music business. So this year we dropped a few singles, but we also have an EP coming out before the end of the year. You
Hmm.
know, just really for the fans, just because But next year we have album that we're gonna drop called and it's titled "From the East Side with Love." So, and it's a spinoff from Dom Kennedy. That was one of my favorite rappers around that time. He still is OPM. So I think it's time to tell the East Side story. We all know about the West Side.
Right.
I don't think the rap game got a little light and shed on how much influence the East Side really did for hip hop and just Los Angeles community. So I don't think that side of town gets as light as much as it should. So we got that album coming. We got an EP this year, and we got about 6 other singles that we're gonna be dropping back to back. So towards the end of the year, we're just flooded. So we working. I got a couple features that's gonna matter again. That's coming up. So I can't say that right now. Make sure them artist agreements right before we put it out there. So, but yeah, so we working, man. And
Uh-huh.
I was recently had my song put into a movie called Bora. It's a good movie, so we gotta license it in that movie. And I've been invited to the Sundance Film Festival next year. So we got
Okay.
shows coming up. I also got a concert at Orange County the Observatory, December 23rd. Tickets are on sale. Link in my
Mm.
bio. So we looking to sell this out, and we just working, man. We gotta keep it going, and we can't get satisfied and stuck in the moment
Hmm.
of what we did this year and yesterday. You gotta just keep going and put that shit on your trophy shelf and
Yeah.
come back to look at it and shine it up when you have time to think to yourself. But you don't. I don't dwell in the moment too much.
Yeah. Well, the world is yours for the taking. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? And man, especially out here in LA, the crown is up for the taking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, so just keep reaching for it. Don't stop. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? And man, just you got a good thing going on, man, and I'm proud. To be a part of it, and just know what I'm saying, and just to see you do what you're doing.
Right. I appreciate that, man. And it feels good to have your city support your music without the drama. So that's one thing that I like about how we represent it. We don't have any issues and have to use negativity to promote our music. As
Mm.
far as, the clout chasing, the Instagram crazy shit that people be doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm just thankful and I'm blessed that we can do this on a level where people can come together and listen to our music from different areas and neighborhoods and everybody make it home safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm glad that I'm thankful for starting to build this bridge that it's
Mm-hmm.
okay to just have a good time, bro. You don't got to be mad all day.
Oh
So,
yeah,
let's have
definitely.
fun. And I appreciate you for having me on your show. In 2024, we flooding the whole West Coast industry. They're going to have to keep up. They're going to have to get back in that studio. We literally got over thousands of songs ready to go.
For sure. All
So,
right, man. Well, you know what? I appreciate you being my guest today. Keep shining, keep going. I'd love to do it again with you.
yeah,
Soon.
whenever you need me, man, I'll tap in. We can get another interview going whenever. We probably should spin back around album cycle.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, man. And last, before we go, can I get a shout out for WestCoastStyles.com, please?
Yeah, I got you. Hey, yo, it's your boy Zoe Osama. You not tuned in with West Coast Styles. Let's go, bro. We out here.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. All right, brother. You have a good day, and we'll tap in soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Peace.